Okay folks, welcome to Life Skills in Lockdown number 2. We are talking about how to take good pictures of your eye. Now that might seem like a bit of a niche skill, but it's highly likely that we'll be using these kind of techniques of telemedicine and taking pictures of stuff to help with eye care for a long period of time now. And so it's good to get good at this, and it makes my job a lot easier when the images are good because I can see what's going on and really provide better advice. Plus, kids, you might just enjoy taking super close-up, bright pictures of your eye, which look really cool. So you might just enjoy trying that. Big thanks to Jeff Gellis, who refined this technique and on whom I'm basing a lot of what I'm going to say, his work there. The aim is to try and get a set of images that look like this. We've got in focus, centered images that are nice and bright, there's no shadows on the eye, and the whole of the colored portion of the eye is visible in various positions of gaze. So we've got 6 here showing straight on, 4 positions of gaze, and then the closed eye. And that's a full set of really useful pictures from which I can make really good work. Now what makes getting this quite difficult is to get a sharp image close up. With a phone, you will need to use the back camera of your phone, which is the better quality camera. And so if you're doing this yourself, you can't really see what you're doing when you're trying to take the photograph, and that's what makes this difficult. If you use the front camera, the quality is just no good and you can't get close enough. But you don't need any special equipment, you just need a bit of technique. First thing you're gonna need is the best phone in the house. Now, if you've got teenage kids, that's gonna be theirs. So the newest phone is probably the phone that has the best camera on it, so get hold of the newest phone in your house. Try and be somewhere bright, maybe near a window, facing a window, or even outdoors. But somewhere bright in the house, and you will need a bathroom mirror. Here's one I prepared earlier, my old shaving mirror, obviously not getting much use these days. You can do this in your bathroom or near a wall mirror if you've got one mounted. It actually makes it easier in some ways because you don't have to use another hand, but it's difficult to get enough brightness sometimes. So I find a hand mirror and standing somewhere really bright is better, and brightness is really the key. So try a hand mirror first, but if you're lucky enough to have a mirror somewhere that is super bright inside your house, then you can do it there as well. So I'm all set up, I've got my mirror, I've taken my glasses off because they're definitely going to get in the way. I'm going to use my wife's phone to actually do the image and hopefully get everything lined up. So the basic technique is to get the camera, and be able to use the mirror to view the screen of the phone. So I'm going to take my phone, I'm going to turn it like that. Now I can't see the screen, but I can see the screen if I look in the mirror, and that's how I'm going to line it up. Go to the camera app on your phone, make sure you're using the back camera as I'm using here, and then you're going to look at the zoom level. Now what you want to try and do is get the zoom level to about 2.5 times. 2 times 2.5 times, that's about there. Some of them have a little button that you can line that up automatically, but that gives you a good level of zoom. Then I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to bring it toward my eye until my eye is nice and centered in the image, and I'm using the mirror to view what's on the screen. I'm going to get my eye nice and centered, I'm going to look straight at the camera, and then I'm going to open my eye nice and wide. I'm just going to tap the screen to make sure it focuses on my eye, and then I'm going to take the image like that, and I'm using the volume button on the top rather than tapping the screen, so that's much easier. I'm then going to look up, and I'm going to try and keep everything still. Pull my eyelid down, take a picture looking up, make sure I've got everything lined up, look over to the left, I can keep the mirror there. I'm going to then look down, do the same again, make sure my fingers are out the way. I'm going to line everything up again, and I'm going to look over to the right. Then I'm going to close the eye gently and take the final picture. So having actually captured the images, you need to go through them and look at them. The main thing is that they are bright and they are in crisp focus. If they're not in crisp focus, it probably means that your phone is too close to the eye. It needs to be about a hand span away from the eye. Any closer and it starts to go blurry. And if the image is blurry, it is no use. So look at the images. If they're nice and crisp, then they're good, and if they're nice and bright, that's what we need. If they're blurry, you're going to have to do them all again, move the phone camera a bit further back. With phones nowadays, the resolution is so good that you can zoom in quite well as long as the photo is crisp. But if the photo isn't crisp, when you zoom in, it just gets worse. So the focus is the most important thing. So nice and bright, make sure they're in focus. And once you've got all 6, send them on, and just send them on as 6 separate images, but there we've got a full suite. Now you can of course do this with a video in the same way, just look up, look down, look left, look right, close the eye gently. Sometimes the movement can be helpful and I might ask you to do that in some circumstances, but usually photos are the best because the zooming is a wee bit better. Alright, now if you want to do this with somebody else, it's obviously much easier. I've enlisted Connor, well, unwilling volunteer here, but he's going to volunteer for us. I'm going to get him to stand like that, you stand there, and then to line him up, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to zoom in to about 2.5 times. We're going to get, we'll go for this eye, we're going to get nice and close. Eye nice and wide, Connor. Look right at the camera, perfect. Look up to the ceiling. And I'm going to hold this little eyelid there. Good, right in the middle, good. Look down. And look left. Ah. Not very good at keeping still. And right. Good, try and get it bright and in focus. There we go. Ah, I missed it. There. There we go. I'm looking straight at the camera again. And then just gently close your eyes for me. That's it. Good. And then the nice closed eye shot as well. There we go. And then we've got a set of images for Connor. So if you've got a helper, even easier. But if you're doing it yourself, it's mirror technique. All right, hopefully that's useful to you. Thanks for watching.